Hello, I'm Rob Byron, Product Manager of the EasyIP ecosystem. I'm here to walk you through a little quick setup guide for the EasyIP 10 camera and the EasyIP decoder. So we also have right here an AMS 1208P PoE Plus switch. This is a 1 gigabit switch from Luxel, and we have configured it for DHCP and a couple other settings optimized for the EasyIP ecosystem. So the very first thing I'm going to mention is that do not, under any circumstance, plug this into a corporate network without consulting your IT staff, or they will be disappointed in you. Severely disappointed. Because these are PoE Plus powered and allows that for the transfer of data and control, you can bring the USB 3 connection to the table basically wherever you are, because there's an under rack mounting option and a rack mounting option. So that allows you to get to the table for your BYOD or to the rack for your in-room PC. So that provides for a seamless conferencing experience. So now that we've plugged in our devices and they're powering on, we'll want to get our laptop and make sure to plug it into the same network. You can download the VADDIO deployment tool from legrandev.com, and that allows you to discover the devices and manage and configure them with ease. There's also another way of getting the IP address, which we'll get into in a moment. So now that we've installed the VADDIO deployment tool, let's go ahead and find our devices. And that is done by clicking on Find Devices. That'll bring up a little scanning menu that will scan our local network to find the devices. After a little bit, it should be able to find the camera and the decoder, which it has. So we can go ahead and go to the decoders page where we can pair with the other camera. Now, it'll bring a little bit of a scary warning up here that can be safely ignored. So we can go ahead and proceed to unsafe. When we get in here, we log in through the admin interface, type in the password, which you will have to commission. Go over to your directory, edit input, discover the devices, which will allow this program to pair the decoder to the camera. You can see it'll do up to 4. It'll also make you authenticate and provide a password for that, but I have already done that. So now I am officially paired with one of the cameras and can now steer it around. So you can see I can control the camera through this interface. I can control zoom. And if I have the USB plugged in, which I do, I can also pull the video up. So you can see I'm now pulling the video from a camera over the network. Boom, AV over IP. One of the advantages of AV over IP is now we get to plug in multiple cameras, which I have done. I went through the same process of discovering them and pairing them to the decoder that I showed earlier, and now I get to switch between all of them. You can see a slight dip to black between each of the switches. So now I can also pan and tilt the camera, recall presets, whoa, and do any number of color changes and adjustments to the CCU settings, all from the same interface. This is one of the advantages of the EasyIP ecosystem. In addition to the video components of the system, I can also plug in one of our well-known EasyMic products. This provides an echo-canceled channel for your conferencing needs out of the USB 3 port. When I plug that in, it also provides a control mechanism for the IP stream. If I click the home button, that will cycle through the cameras that I am paired to. Allows you to, of course, do audio mutes, and then of course your volume up and down. Pretty neat control for the ecosystem. This has been a quick summary of a setup for the EasyIP ecosystem.